On page 2 of your book there, I've written out basically what the G scale looks like on the 3rd fret, the complete G scale, and the complete G scale up on the 10th fret. Of course, we left out some of the 9th string things there because we've already covered those in the little exercise. But you can take all of those notes and use them as a G scale or as A minor or as E minor, whatever the relative minors are. And you can use all these notes to improvise and create your own licks. For those of you, though, who don't really know how to improvise yet, and this is maybe a new idea to you, up on page 4 and page 5, I've written a couple of little exercises called the A minor shuffles. And we'll use the same rhythm track there, track number 4. And what we want to do is kind of leave the G chord out. And this scale can become G or the A minor, and that's what this is. These are little one-page songs, 2-line songs, whatever. Let's go to the book there, page 4, and the guitar, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is just 3 parts. It's real easy, the A minor shuffle number 1. And again, cue up track number 4 on your audio track. And this is a real simple little phrase. We're using the basic scale on 10. And I think this is easier than maybe the one down on the 3rd fret. Easy to get phrases out of the pedal down position. That's the first part. And here's part 2. So you get 2 little parts, 2 little phrases, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then part 2, little phrase in there. And then part 3 goes on down to the 2nd line for the end, but it goes. So here's part 1, part 2, part 3. And this just forces you to go all the way through that little scale. Now this is different than the last time because we're going to use this for G and for A minor. For it would be almost any chord we wanted it to be because it is G scale. Just so happens our track goes G, goes to A minor, and it goes along with track 4. Well, let's just play this along, get an idea of what it feels like. This is the A minor shuffle, part 1, same lick over and over again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Again. Again. And again. Over. Again. From the top. Well, that's a pretty little tune that just takes basic, fundamental little notes in it. So what we've ended up doing is saying, forget the G chord, forget the A minor chord, just play the phrase and listen to it change colors as the bass note changes. Well, there's more to it than this. We have another scale down there on the 3rd fret. So let's go to page 5, and let's do the A minor shuffle, part 2. Let's go right to the guitar and listen to how it sounds. Really, basically, it's the same little phrase. It's just done a different way. Here's part 1 there on page 5. Same exact sound. Part 2 goes, that's with the A pedal down, of course. And then we have a little strange phrase there, part 3. Now, we want to play it maybe just exactly like that as written. Sometimes we want to end it with that note there on the 8th string. Sometimes we may not want to end it with the 8th string. We might want to end it with the 7th string, depending on the chord we're in. If we're in a G chord, we want to hear that note down there. If it's an A minor chord, we might want to end it with the 7th string. Well, look at part 4. That's exactly what we should be playing if it's A minor. And part 3 is what we might want to play for G. So it might want to be part 3 for the G. Then when it goes to A minor, part 4. If you get real mixed up, it's not a big deal, but at least there's 2 ways of ending it to match the chord. And then part 5 goes using the bottom part of that scale. So here's the whole thing. A minor shuffle part 2, it really is longer, but it has more scale notes too. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the whole thing, just the way we want to play it. 2, 3, 4. And then we go right back and repeat that again. Now we can do this several ways. We can play this just like this. Or we might want to jump up and do the other one. Play around with the 1 on 10, play around with the 1 there on 3. But we'll start with A minor shuffle part 2 with just the track, play it through, and then we'll mix them up. Page 5.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go. Again. A little higher. Back down to the bottom. And you can end it anywhere you want to as long as you get back to a G there. The whole point of this, wasn't it, was just to say this is an enormous, long, big one thought of a G scale. Whatever chord comes out makes it fit. However you want to end it, as far as the note, might vary because the note sometimes might fit G, might fit A minor, might fit E minor. The main thing is just to play the scale, and with a little practice on your part, with a little time on your part, you find out exactly which notes sound good against a G for the end of the phrase, which notes might sound good as an A minor at the end of the phrase. The important thing is to play, isn't it? Is to get into these things, and you learn them by playing, not by studying a bunch of music books. This is pure scale and heavy theory stuff, but it's the easy way. It's a lot of fun, too. We'll come right back and take it just one step farther. It gets better, not worse. Let's go up to page 6 in your book, and this is a little tune up here that's called the 6 minor stomp. Now, it's 4 pages long, but it's